My name is Hugo Legrand. I am 25 years old. I'm an Olympic medalist and vice world champion of Judo. I started Judo at the age of 3 years in the family dojo in Grand Quevilly, in the suburb of Rouen, in Seine-Maritime, where I practiced Judo in my father's dojo, which used to be my grandfather's dojo. It is my grandfather who created the Judo club of Grand Quevilly. Besides Judo, I've also practiced a little bit of gymnastics in parallel when I was little, and at the age of 11, I had to choose my sport because afterwards there was college and I couldn't do too many sports, so I chose Judo, and I think I made the right choice. I practice osotogari, more like for competition, so in several ways. I'll start with the classic guard way, so a hand on the lapel and the other hand on the sleeve. On an opponent who is right-handed, I'm a left-hander. The target is to get my opponent's second leg, except that I won't go for it right away. If I do it right away, my opponent will move his leg backwards and I will not manage to reach it. So I'm going to do what I call a relay. First, I will go and touch, sweeping it, and then I do an O-uchi to be able to bring my supporting foot and catch in O-soto. So I'm here, and I won't try right away to do an osoto. I will go here to do small relays on my opponent's legs, especially to be able to bring this supporting foot to be able to be close and do my technique well. So I go, touch him, I bring it closer, I bring it again, and there I'm in a correct distance to do an osotogari. This same type of osotogari, I did it differently in third place at the Olympic Games. I didn't come in classic guard to then attack in osotogari, but I did a cross guard. With this guard, I tried the same thing. My foot was swept in osotogari, but with this guard. I took the opponent's arm, I passed it in front of me, and I went from behind. It's a type of technique that came out like that, instinctively, but in the process, it's the same thing. The important is to bring your supporting foot. Knowing that I'm left-handed and that my supporting foot is the right foot, the left foot will be the attacking foot. So the goal is to bring the supporting foot closer so that the attacking foot is stronger enough to catch. Because afterwards, no matter how you hold your hands, as I just showed you in your classic guard, on recovering guard, but in classic guard, or on recovering guard, But in cross guard,
en garde croisée.
that's 3 types.
Voilà, c'est 3
To
fois
go
en,
get on Osoto
pour
or
aller chercher
recovering
un
guard.
Soto en reprise de garde.
The same technique, Osotogari, but in a different way. Osotogari, but this time I'll be grabbing already the lapel. Here with an opponent who is also right-handed.
Avec un partenaire voilà, qui est droitier aussi.
And instead of go grabbing the sleeve, as I'd normally do, I'll go for the second lapel. By going for the second lapel, I'll be working my legs, but also a small action on that hand here. So I move here so that I have some action space, wide open. If I start from here, he's going to block me, so I'm really going to move away, avoiding pulling here. Otherwise, the opponent will step back. It's not what I want. I just want, by moving away, as you saw, to get the second hand. Here I'll do an 8 with my hands. I'll pull here, not much, to bring him, push him. It's like an 8 shape. The goal is to have my opponent on his leg, the leg that I'm going to knock down. Don't move. And the separation of the legs will allow me to do my technique. Move away so that I can move forward. So I'm here, my opponent here. There you go. What's important here is that my supporting leg is close to his. I will have all the space to knock him down.
Là, je vais pouvoir avoir toute l'amplitude pour faucher.
Now we'll see Ouchigari. It's an Ouchigari that is between Uchimata and Ouchigari, because I'll start diagonally. In Uchigari, we would go backwards, the Uchimata forward. Here I will start behind my opponent. It's a technique I do mostly in recovering guard, as earlier for the Osoto. I will jump on the opponent without having necessarily my hands placed at the beginning. I'll grab the hands in the middle of the attack. The goal will be the same. It'll be to bring the supporting foot closer to my opponent and hit him with my hip on his pelvis. The more I hit him, the more imbalance I'll create. Later, we'll see how I'm going to make him fall. Do not bend. If I bend, I will never make it. So, on the contrary, I'll stand straight. For now, I don't show my hands. What I do is to come inside his legs, push his with my pelvis. The goal is to make him start to lose balance on the back. For the direction, I go this way. If I push him, if I come hit him and I lead him backwards, he will move his leg backwards and dodge. My goal is to make him stand on one leg, then get my supporting foot closer to him in a parallel way like this, as close as possible. The more I jump getting closer to him, the faster he falls.
Voilà, je suis là.
So I'm here.
Un peu, on va aller là-bas. Je viens le
I go
percuter.
hit
Et là,
him,
mon pied
and there my foot
se
gets
rapproche.
closer.
Je vais vraiment
I'm really
chercher
going to
l'autre
get
côté.
my foot closer by
Celui-là, il va venir
jumping.
se rapprocher en sautant, en sautant, en sautant.
If I
Si
have
j'ai
my
le
right
pied
foot
droit,
here,
et lui
and so
pareil,
does he,
si je vais pas dans
I
cette
don't go in
direction-là,
that direction.
si je vais pas dans
I
la
don't go
direction
in
de son
the
côté
direction
du
of
pied là,
his foot.
ça marche
It
pas.
won't work.
Parce que si je le pousse
Because
en
if I
arrière,
push
lui,
him,
il
he'll
pèse
be
sur la
steady.
cloche-pied.
Come towards me.
Voilà, là il est stable.
He's steady,
Vers moi il est
like
stable.
this. He won't be.
Vas-y, mets-toi. Mais par là, il est pas là, voilà. Là, c'est l'endroit où il est
That's
moins
when
stable.
he's less steady.
Donc mon but, ça va être de chercher ça. Je vais le mettre sur un
So
pied.
my goal is to
Et
get
là, voilà.
to
Tac,
that.
tac, 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 tac.
Make him stand on one foot
Le
and
travail
get
des mains,
closer.
il est le même que sur
The
Ostogari.
work on the hands is
Ça
the
va être
same
un
as for
gros travail de
osotogari.
manche à
It's a
tirer
big
vers
work
soi.
on the
Et
sleeves
là, un gros
to
travail.
pull towards
Voilà.
yourself, a big effort. I'll put my hand
Je vais
here.
lui mettre vraiment la main. Voilà. Ok. Je vais vous
Let me
montrer.
show you.
Il vient vraiment bondir
I
sur
jump on
lui.
him,
Il vient
trying to be
bondir en
very
essayant
precise
d'être
on my
très précis sur
hands.
les mains. Voilà. Mes mains,
I
je sais
know that
qu'elles
I'll
vont se
place
placer
them like
comme ça,
this,
qu'elles vont tirer.
that they will
Et le
pull
but, ça va
him.
être
The
vraiment de
goal will be
percuter
to
avec mes
hit
mains.
him with my hip. Now let me show you Koshiguruma,
Koshiguruma maintenant.
how I do it,
Comment je le,
how I
comment
practice
je
it
l'amène, comment je
in
le
randori.
pratique en randori. Alors soit
I
c'est
can
moi
make the
qui viens
Koshiguruma
vraiment
happen.
provoquer le Koshiguruma.
I grab the lapel,
Donc voilà, je
one
vais venir
hand
à deux revers
slides behind his
avec une main
head
qui va
so that I can
glisser
push
derrière
him down first
sa tête
to
pour pouvoir
obtain a reaction.
voilà, l'appuyer dans un
I
premier temps
push down,
pour pouvoir
and
prendre
once
une
he
réaction.
reacts,
Voilà.
he
Je vais
won't stay
appuyer.
down. Then I
Voilà. Une fois
slip
qu'il va lui
underneath.
réagir, parce qu'il va pas avoir envie de rester la tête en bas, voilà. Je vais profiter de ça pour me glisser en dessous. Donc voilà, je suis là, hop, je prends mes mains,
I
je
grab
monte
him,
la première
slide
main,
my hand
voilà,
here exactly. I
exactement.
stand facing
Je me
him.
replace face à lui. Hop, voilà, j'obtiens
Here
cette
I get
réaction et
his
je vais
reaction and I
l'accentuer. Je vais
keep pulling to
continuer à tirer,
intensify
surtout avec
it
cette main-là.
with this hand here.
Une fois que je tiens ça, voilà.
Once I get
Et là,
that,
je vais aller
I
me glisser,
slip. I slide my hip underneath,
glisser ma hanche
catching his
en
head
dessous,
with my arm.
en venant accrocher la tête avec mon bras.
I'm
Là,
here,
j'obtiens
I
une
get a
réaction.
reaction, and then my second foot gets
Là,
closer
mon
to the
deuxième pied va
other.
venir se rapprocher le maximum de l'autre,
Then I lift him.
ce qui va le lever. Et
And
souvent, moi, la
often,
jambe qui est
the
à
inside
l'intérieur,
leg, I
je vais la
lift
lever
it kind of like
pour
in
former un peu le tir.
Ushimata.
Je suis
So I'm
là.
here,
Voilà,
I
j'obtiens
get the
la
reaction.
Je viens me
I
glisser, je viens
slip,
glisser ma
slide my
hanche.
hip
Je
under
viens vraiment glisser
him,
ma hanche
under his center of
sous,
gravity,
voilà, sous son centre de
which
gravité.
should be around here.
Son centre de gravité doit être par là. Voilà, je vais
I do
vraiment
it
le
like
chercher,
this, really
vraiment
low.
Là, on voit que mes
You
jambes
can
sont
see my
vraiment
legs
fléchies.
aren't bent.
Et
Paradoxically, my
paradoxalement, mes
hands
mains
will
vont
pull
vraiment
him
le tirer
upwards
vers
as
le
much
haut,
as
le maximum
possible.
possible. Voilà. Là,
I
j'obtiens
obtain an
un
imbalance
déséquilibre
and a lift.
et une levée. C'est une
It's a
technique qui est assez
fairly easy
facile. Si on est bien
technique
placé,
if you are well
on
positioned.
force vraiment pas
No
beaucoup.
need to force much. The second way of doing it, and that I like too, is when the opponent dominates. It's he who is really above me. I will be in a position not in danger, but underneath him. You are invaded, so you are there, and you are going to prepare your koshi guruma. Simply replace yourself. You grab the lapel, you know you're going to do it, and then your hand will slide. You move away, then move inside, so you can slip in. Your opponent feels stronger. That's your advantage. Just don't be totally at his mercy and completely blocked. Step back a little bit, your shoulders, by pushing with your hand. You're not completely here, you're here, okay? And there you know you're going to move away, to be able to get the shoulders out. Slide your hand to do your technique. Come on, attack me again. You can also make a preparation of koshi guruma, going with your hand that usually goes to the lapel. This hand will grab the sleeve, his hand that generally goes up. There you will block it, directly. This hand will grab the lapel, and as soon as you release this hand, you'll be able to catch him, get his head. There you go, you block the hand. I'm going to show you now Tai Otoshi. So the same with an opponent that is quite invasive, but you will control the situation. You're grabbing the sleeve. You, not the opponent. If you are here, you are not really okay. So it is you. So here the opponent cannot do much. He has no control on you, since you're the one grabbing his sleeve. And here's the same. I'm not completely bent. So your opponent is here. He's nevertheless a little invasive. You will attack him in Tai Otoshi, underneath with his first leg. You start especially by attacking the first leg. Keep your leg lifted up, so that you can then replace yourself and attack the second one. So you're here, you're a bit in dominated mode. You do a relay on the legs. You're going to attack the first one. We were talking earlier about replacing your leg. Same thing here. I'm the one grabbing the sleeve. Here we have a small separation. And then, with my elbow, I will move up. If my opponent is too low, and I don't move the elbow up, I will be stuck. I open this elbow, while I make the first sweep on his first leg. I get closer, and I go get the second one. As you can see, I move towards my opponent, towards him, and then again. I do not move away from him, otherwise I will be misplaced. I'm going to do a Yoko Tomo Enage. There are several ways. I'm still underneath, with my hand controlling his head and the other grabbing the sleeve. It is really my ideal position. So we will start Yoko Tomo Nage when the opponent wants to go in a lateral movement. Do not wait long. You move forward. Get your buttocks closer to his feet by opening with your arms. Back here. Open. You slide here as close as possible to his feet. Okay?
Le plus proche possible, voilà, de ses pieds. Okay?
Once I am here, in fact, if I am too far, my leg at that moment will repel him. It will not be high above. My leg, so I will push him away to then lift him. It really must be above. For that, my butt must be close to his feet. So then open, I carry him. If I cannot carry him, that's because I'm misplaced. There, for example, I can't carry him. I'm too far. Now I can. Then the direction. The sleeve is what will decide it. I open and I will close towards my buttocks. I open. Now, when it's you who decides to do Yoko Tomo Nage, it's like when you are in a phase where the opponent is going to move in a lateral movement. There you will be able to do it. When it's you who decides. I like two approaches. One with the Tai Otoshi, seen earlier. When we're talking about going for the first leg, here I'm going for the first leg, and you slide. You wait for the opponent's reaction. Generally, he'll try to straighten, and you slide under. There's also the possibility to throw him by pulling on the side of the sleeve. I carry him, and I pull by taking my hand towards my butt. I carry him. There you go. This is the most classic method. But in competition, it can happen that the opponent, instead of falling there, you can bring your second leg and make him fall on the other side. Let me show you again. Help yourself with your other leg by helping the other leg that's already here. And instead of making him fall here, he'll fall in this direction. I call this forward back. It's a type of Tai Otoshi, between Tai Otoshi and Uranage. It depends on how you will do it, at least in the beginning. The goal is to provoke a reaction, to make him believe that you will attack forward. There you go. The opponents know me. They know I often attack forward. So here I go like this, just going, twisting my hip there. And a little bit pulling on the sleeve. It's really the two elements that will make him believe. I go and slide behind him, press his sleeve against me, and my arm goes down and closes my elbow. Let's do it. I really close here. I press him, his arm against me. As you saw the leg, just the hip turns, but not more than this. And my foot slides behind. Here. You can do it either grabbing the lapel or you already have your hand behind his head. What's important is to pass this elbow here. While you're doing the reaction, the elbow must go behind here, like this. So if you're here, it's easier. Here it slides directly. But I prefer to do it by grabbing the lapel because it's more surprising, less expected. I will show you now Harai Goshi, a type of Harai Goshi, grabbing the lapel. I will bring my opponent behind me in Sasai, for example. I'm looking for a real action, and once the opponent becomes stable, he'll have a reaction. I will use this to be able to bring him towards me, like this. Okay, here he exaggerated. It is I who will do the action above all. Once I brought him here, it is I who will open there, at the level of lapel, and just turn his foot here. Turn the foot to knock him down. I can either hit him here to recover the lapel, or I can go also do it by directly grabbing the lapel. I open here, move away. Once I'm here, I stay here, and my arms will open. And then I pull him. Just twist on the spot so I can put the leg. In my judo, I work a lot in this direction, on the left with the guard really on the left with my directions, a lot in this direction, a little behind the person, but often directed this way. Here we'll try to go in an opposite direction, with the same guard. I just have to let go of the sleeve to go and attack on the other side. The best is to keep control. My opponent believes that I will still attack in this direction here. In fact, I will let go of the hand. You'll be working on your legs. For now, I'm just showing you the hands. I let go of my hand to go and attack on the other side. So actually, I will make him believe, again, to a technique moving forward, an osoto. He's going to be afraid of that side and I'm going to let go of the sleeve. The goal will be to make him go this way, put him on his supporting leg. I will also have to move away to do it. It's really all my body that will bring him here. Let me show you. If I go directly, I risk of being a little blocked and lose balance. Here, if I move away, there I'll be able to catch it. I'm going to show you a kind of ashiguruma in a circle. I grab the sleeve, I will grab him. I prefer to grab here behind the shoulder, or where the opponent can also come here. You can grab his lapel, classic grip, but I really prefer to grab here. Paradoxically, I will start in the opposite direction of my attack when I have a guard. Normally I should start here and there, like I said earlier, in the direction of the sleeve. Here, on the contrary, I will start on the direction of the lapel. I will come to do a step in the direction of the lapel. I'll try to move away from the opponent to be able to do my step, to have a space here. I'm not close to him, otherwise I will not have enough space to turn. So here I'm in front of my opponent. I will move away trying to take up a maximum of space. I don't try to pull with my arms for now. Otherwise, that will trigger the opponent's reaction. For now, I do nothing until my change of supporting leg. My leg that's on the side of the sleeve will pass before the other. I'll place it in front of the other. At the same time I do that, that's when I'm going to start pulling the sleeve. Here. There you go. I put my foot in front and I pull on the sleeve. This foot is going to be like a compass needle. It is around this that I turn, an axis of rotation. So I'm here. There you go. Once I created this, I will be able to turn and go put my foot on to block. I will really try to block him above his knee with my leg. Now I'm going to show a technique on left-handed. For the moment, I've only shown right-handed techniques. For left-handers, so when the opponent and I are here together, I'll try to take a little distance. Try to get the head out, not to be too close, otherwise I could not attack. This hand that is there is important because it is the one that will close the shoulder, so it should not be placed too high, but a little on the shoulder, that's perfect. This hand is important, but not that much, just at the end of the movement, to be able to push. Actually, I'll pretend to do an osoto to do a sasai. I'm going to take this foot out with my hip that will twist, like this, to really make him believe. My head is going to be important too, and in fact, I will come reverse and start in sasai. I start like if I was going to start on the osoto. I reverse my body here, make him believe. I'll pretend to do an osoto so that my opponent really puts himself on the front. He'll be surprised and his defense will be to lean. And I will use that to be able to start in sasai. We can also see there's a real reaction at the hands too. I start here, not here, not here. I just put my foot blocking in front of his. I'll show you again. I come to put my foot and there my hand just keeps pulling. So what's interesting with this technique is that we can vary it. Pretend to do an osoto gari to do a sasai. But we can also pretend to do a sasai to be able to start strong in osoto gari. So I'm here, I'm going to make him believe now of a sasai. I'll just do this little action here at the level of the shoulder and he'll believe it. And I go strong in osoto gari. If I start directly on osoto gari while we're together like this, it'll be a struggle for control. And if I'm a little less stronger than him, or if he takes advantage of that, do an osoto. He will knock me down. So it's pretty dangerous. On the contrary, if I just make him react, just a little bit on the level of his shoulders here, see the reaction? We'll be able to win. Win in time, and he'll be surprised. It's what we call a little reaction. And after that, I'll be able to play between osoto and sasai, and between sasai and osoto. So actually, in the same guard, you will be able to have several directions.